Yo YouTube, what is going on? Welcome back to the channel. Officially renaming the channel to Kyle's Garage. We're gonna get that right out of the way. We're gonna start off with that. So my reasoning for naming the channel Kyle's Garage and not Jeep and Daily or Universal Off-Road, something specific to a certain type of vehicle or activity slash hobby, is because I currently don't have any Jeeps. I know a lot of people, or a few people, not a lot, I don't have a lot. I haven't uploaded in a while, so I don't even know how many people are going to see this video, but I no longer have any Jeeps. I haven't had any Jeeps since October. The last video that I made with the 5-speed XJ making its way out of my garage, that was the last of my Jeeps. So I've been driving around this vehicle since October, traded the Rubicon in. Something quick, all-wheel drive, it's fun, autocross capable, road course capable, family car, I could put my baby in the back seat. So there's a bunch of reasons I went the path that I did. So we'll stop there and say I am going to be acquiring not one, but 2 XJs in the next coming weeks. I'm actually going to be buying one really soon. Both these Jeeps are right-hand drive male Jeep Cherokees. So I've always wanted a right-hand drive vehicle, and what better way to have a right-hand drive vehicle than to have an XJ, something that I can put on the road and take off-road, something that the channel is used to, but a right-hand drive, because it should get some attention. Hopefully it brings some attention to the channel, but we're not going to be doing just one build. We're going to be doing 2 builds, maybe not so simultaneously at the same time, maybe separately. We'll see. One's nicer than the other, but the rougher one is the newer one. The rougher one's a 2000, and the cleaner one is a 96. So we'll see which path we go with each of them. Maybe they'll both be nice streetable vehicles, maybe they'll both be off-road rigs, we shall see. But I will definitely be buying both of them. But for the next part of this video, let's get into why I haven't been uploading anything, what vehicle I've been driving, which vehicle I've been enjoying. So as you can see, the hood's open, it's up on some ramps. So what we got here is a 2012 Volkswagen Golf R, not no GTI, not no front wheel drive, tiny turbo, slow piece of crap. It's an all-wheel drive with a small turbo, not so tiny like the GTI, but it's got a smaller turbo, still bigger than the GTIs. It's got some bolt-ons. It's pretty much a full bolt-on car minus turbo. I don't know if the intercooler is stock or not, but it probably makes somewhere between 330, 350 wheel horsepower. It's a pretty quick car. I'm going to include some clips or the only clips that I have of me beating on the car or racing other cars. So for the first clips, I'll insert a video. My brother had a 2016 WRX, made 317 wheel horsepower. That car is pretty much same thing, full bolt on minus turbo and intercooler. Maybe actually, I think it did have an upgraded intercooler. So full bolt on car, stock turbo, and an actual dyno tune. I think this is just a plug and play tune. So I'll insert them clips now. And then the second clips, or the second race I'm going to include here, is a friend of mine who detailed this thing, ceramic coated it before winter actually rolled around on us. He has a 07, 08 Mustang GT, something like that. exhaust, tune, intake, and shorter gears, but that wasn't even close to a race. That was just, hey, let me blow your doors off, pretty much. So, yes, I did get rid of my Jeep for a Volkswagen. I've always sworn against Volkswagens my entirety of high school. Up until I got this car, even now, I still am, I'd say, anti-Volkswagen, but knowing what this vehicle is capable of, knowing what the Golf Rs are capable of, I don't hate these. This car is freaking amazing, and I have no issue. Well, I can't say. I have had an issue with it. So the downpipe broke, and that's why it's where it's at. It started running rough, and I could tell that something was not right. It had a very, very loud turbo noise. So I literally just pulled it up now, and I figured since I'm out here, I'll make a video, an update video like I've been wanting to, but the Golf R is down currently. The downpipe right on the other side of the turbo, literally the downpipe right on the flange, I mean, snapped. No idea how. Probably the cold, and it's been lows of 7. It does get parked in a garage, but unfortunately the garage is not heated. It's kind of insulated. It probably, with the lowest, gets down to like 25 degrees in here, maybe 20. So the cold and heat cycles on this car, I do let it cool down after each drive just to kind of let the turbo get some cooler oil in it, try to prolong the turbo life on it. But unfortunately, like I said, the downpipe has completely broken off, so I'm gonna have to order a new one because there's no fixing this one, unfortunately. So the Golf R is gonna be down. We're gonna be driving something, a little bit of the Ford Fusion, a little bit of borrowing cars. Maybe I'll just suck it up and go buy one of these XJs this week and just deal with it. So before I get into closing out this video, you just seen, I lost an exhaust tip, purchased new ones. So that right there is the new one. This is the old one. 3-inch inlet, and that's what a 4-inch outlet looks like. So I'm probably gonna return those because that is ridiculous. So stupid. I'm not gonna be that guy. No need for me to be that guy. But like I said, of me changing the name to Kyle's Garage is because I'm not just going to strictly do off-road stuff anymore. I have a fun hatchback vehicle. It's tight, it's nimble, it'll do great autocross. It's got a small turbo, it's got some turbo lag, but because that turbo is so small, it kicks in fast, and when it starts to kick in, it kicks in hard. So this car pulls pretty freaking good. So it's going to do great on an autocross track. The only thing that I'm going to do to it for the first year is I'm going to get a separate set of lightweight wheels and a nice grippy set of tires for autocross and road course. And I'll probably do one session on these brakes before upgrading them or just replacing them. It does have all 4 drilled and slotted rotors, but once they get warm, after a little bit of driving, they start to squeal a little bit, so the pads are not the best. So that's plans with this car, autocross car, fun car, something different for my channel to expand into that world a little bit more. I don't want to just strictly do off-road stuff. I absolutely love vehicles of almost all sorts. Anti-Prius, fuck the Prius. But this is what I've been driving since October. No complaints with it. I absolutely enjoy the hell out of this car. And like I said, I'm going to be purchasing not 1, but 2 right-hand drive XJs. So if that's why you're on this channel is for off-road stuff, then be looking out because we're going to be doing not 1, but 2 builds, and one of them is going to start hopefully shortly. I just found 2 of my lift blocks. They're over there somewhere. So I just got to find the other lift blocks for the rear, and then we're going to have to source some shocks, track bars, and control arms, and we'll just do a small little build for one, and we might go all out on another. Who knows? So there's our update video. There's your update video on where I've been the past 3, 4, 5 months, however long it's been. No longer have a Jeep. Turned into a Volkswagen kid, unfortunately, but I guess I fit. Skinny white boy, I fit what you would see driving these anyways, but at least it's not a GTI. It's actually pretty quick. And it's an enjoyable car, and I can put my baby in the back seat of it. So this is what I've been driving, 2012 Golf R. We will be adding a 96 Jeep Cherokee and a 2000 Jeep Cherokee to the channel, both right-hand drive male Jeeps, shortly. So stick around if you're here for the Jeep content. You're not gonna wanna miss that. I cannot wait to get back into a Jeep. After driving this one time in the snow, I was done with it. I was like, I'm sold, we're getting another Jeep. Until then, I will see you guys pretty shortly. Give me like 3 weeks. You're looking out for another video I'm gonna just go cold 2 to 3 weeks, and then we'll go from there. I'll see you guys when I pick up the first Jeep in a couple weeks. Till then, stay safe out there. Peace out.